How to say no to others, yes to yourself, and be authentic. I'm going to make 10 points in this video and I'm going to talk about each one. But firstly, I'll say that most of these points are about other people, because the main thing I've noticed that stops people from being authentic is other people, how they relate to other people, what they think about other people, and what they think other people will think of them. So I have one exercise I think you should do. You get a notebook and a pen, and you just imagine that you're the only person in the world. Everything is still the same. You can still go to the shops, go wherever you want, get on a plane, everything's still working, but there's no people. Just say that there's robots operating the planes. And be as honest with yourself as you possibly can. Ask yourself, what would you really do differently if there was nobody else in the world? No one judging you, nobody watching you, no one thinking anything, just you. You know, what would you do? What would you wear? How would you act? And be as honest as you possibly can, and write these things down, and then ask yourself, why aren't you doing these things? So I'd like you to do that exercise. I've done that exercise and it really tells you a lot. So anyway, point number one is obviously don't say yes to others if saying yes to others means saying no to yourself. Every time you say yes to another person when it means saying no to yourself, you're saying no to the reason you came here. You're saying no to your whole life's mission, because you aren't being true to yourself, which means you can't live the life that's meant for you if you aren't being true to yourself, because that life is meant for you, so you can't have that life unless you're being yourself. You're saying no to all of that when you say yes to other people if it means saying no to you. Tip 2, value self-respect over other people liking you. When I started to put my own values above what other people wanted from me, I noticed that the way people reacted to me changed, and I actually got a lot more respect from other people. And the reason for that was because I respected myself more when I started valuing myself and my own values above giving other people what they wanted from me. Tip 3 is get comfortable with people, with the possibility that people might think you're an arsehole. And if you're putting your own values above other people liking you, if you're being authentic, if you're being true to yourself, you don't sit there for 1 second and worry about what another person thinks of you. Don't give them your energy. Give your energy to your own values and your own life's path, not to worrying about whether somebody likes you or not. You've got to let go of that. And when you're being authentic and true to yourself, you will be able to let go of that. Tip 4 is understand that anything that people do, even for others, is ultimately for themselves. This is usually a hard one for people to swallow, but it's true. Say that somebody has a family that has no money, so this person sacrifices all of their own money to give to their family. Now, you might look at that and think that that person's doing that for other people, they're doing it for their family, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I would do exactly the same, but you still have to understand that that person is not doing it for them. They're ultimately doing it because they cannot handle the feeling that they would get if they let their family go without. They cannot handle that feeling. They are doing what they're doing to satisfy that feeling. And that's the truth. We're all the same. It doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with doing that. Like I said, I would do exactly the same. But it's still good to understand why you're doing things and why other people are doing things. Tip 5. Understand that people pleasing ironically repels people. When you're authentic and you're confident and you're being true to yourself, that energy is magnetic, and the energy of people pleasing and just doing everything to make people like you and constantly saying no to yourself, not being true to yourself, therefore not being authentic, not being confident, that energy is not nice. Nobody likes that. It's like if somebody asks you to go to a party and you say yes just to people please and you don't really want to go, they're going to feel that energy of you being there when you don't really want to be there. You're just there to make them feel good, and that energy does not make them feel good. It repels them. So, like I said, people pleasing ironically repels people. It does not please people. It does on a superficial level, but ultimately, at the end of the night, you won't have any friends. And you won't be your own friend either. Tip 6. Learn to live from the inside out. Understand that life is a reflection of the inner world. You cannot let the reflection navigate you. You need to look at what's casting the reflection and let that navigate you. Ask yourself what is casting the reflection, and if something is not good in your life, ask yourself what needs to change. What is casting that reflection in the mirror? You can't let the outside world navigate you when all of that comes from the inside. It doesn't make sense to do that. Tip 7, trust your instincts. We are energetic beings. We are connected to everything, which means that your feelings know things before your head does. When you first meet someone and you know nothing about them and yet you just get this strong feeling, that is your intuition and it is telling you the truth. Let your instincts guide you, because that is energy that's connected to everything and it knows everything. It's very important to learn to trust that. I have, and it's amazing. Tip 8, connect to your life path. This means discovering what you truly want in life. It means discovering your true values, and being authentic means following that. It means coming into alignment with your true life's path. So I would urge you to sit down and really think deeply about what's important to you, why you think you're here, because you do know deep down and you need to connect to that, and that's a big part of being authentic. Being authentic is being in alignment with the true reason that you came here, because you have a mission. If you're watching this video, you are somebody who has a mission, and you need to connect to that. You probably, I know you already know, like I did. You probably dream about it. You just have this feeling that you're meant for something more. And, we all have our own unique gifts, and that's massively connected to your mission in life. So you need to sit down and think about what that is. Tip 9, understand that it is actually not in others' best interest to say yes to them and no to yourself. This goes back to what I spoke about earlier, that the energy of just giving somebody what they want and saying no to yourself, no one wants that. And also, we're all connected. We're all one ultimately. So if something is not right for you, then there's no way that you doing that thing is right for anyone else, because you're all connected. And that energy is messed up. If you do something that's wrong for you because somebody else wants you to, that's messed up energy, and that energy is not good for anyone, including them. We're all connected. It's like a drop of water in an ocean. If you say you're that drop of water, if you do something that you don't want to do, something that isn't right for you, just to please other people, that drop of water is poisoned, and that drop of water goes into the sea, and that poison goes everywhere. That energy is not good for anyone. Tip 10, realize that people will fall away, and that's actually a good thing. When you become authentic and you start saying yes to yourself and therefore no to other people, when you connect with your true life's mission, your true life path, the people who are not meant to join you along that path will fall away. And that's a good thing, because they're distracting you and you're ultimately distracting them from their true path as well. So people will fall away, even people who you've been friends with for a long time, people who ultimately aren't really meant for you. Because when you start being authentic and going on your true life path, the right people will come into your life naturally. And for a while it may look like you're alone, but you're never alone, because like I said, you have a mission, and the whole universe is behind that mission. The whole universe is behind your destiny with you. So you're never alone, even if it looks like you are. And the universe will bring the right people into your life when you start following that mission. That's it for this video. If you liked it, please subscribe, because there will be more videos like this. Thanks for watching.